Unfortunately, a veteran committed suicide. Well, let me not get ahead of myself. After making 2 calls to the VA's crisis line. So here's a person who called the VA crisis line, and we'll go through this article, and you tell me if you think that this was appropriately handled, because obviously there's going to be some controversy with this, as you know, these types of things, as there always is, and I don't know the right answer to every situation. I got to try to see it from both sides and report to you guys unbiased. So let's go through this article and see together what happened here. So according to Task and Purpose, which pulled this article from military.com, veteran died hours after 2 calls to the suicide hotline went unheeded, and Inspector General's report finds. So in the first call to the VA crisis line, the veteran spoke of having a gun to his or her head after drinking heavily. Okay, let's stop right there. I would send help. If somebody told me that they were drunk and had a gun to their head, then I'm sending help. If that's just me. Or if it's somebody I know, then I'm going. Okay? That's a pretty easy one right there. Like, that first call should have been enough. It was 4:30 a.m. It was July 4th, 2018. The caller said that the fireworks they were hearing were bringing back survivors' guilt from combat experiences and was taking drugs to try to sleep, as well as drinking shot after shot of whiskey. Here we've got a guy who is taking sleep aid drugs and drinking alcohol. That has psychosis-inducing effects. The person on the other end of the phone should know this. This can cause psychosis. This can lead to a fatal overdose very easily, as well as a boatload of other problems that can result from the psychotic episodes you might have. So the person who was identified as responder 1 from the first phone call accepted the caller's statement that there were no bullets in the gun and classified the call as low to moderate risk. That's tough. Because the veteran says, well, there's actually no bullets in the gun. I just have the gun, but there's no bullets in it. But low to moderate risk, after knowing that this person is drunk and on meds with a gun, seems wrong to me. Drunk and on meds with a gun is high risk for a number of reasons. Come on. Responder 1 did not judge that call merited an emergency dispatch of police to check on the veteran. I think that is a mistake, in my opinion. That sounds like a mistake. I think that at that point, if you have the ability to dispatch help, why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it? So then an hour later, this person calls back. The same person reports to responder 2 having a gun in their mouth, but denies having suicidal ideation or the means to carry out this plan to shoot. You don't put a gun in your mouth when you're drunk and on pills if you're not having suicidal ideation. I mean, that's just, let your actions speak louder than your words, I guess, as they always say. So again, police were not notified until 11 hours later. But why were they notified 11 hours later? Who notified them? So then a rescue was initiated, but the caller was found dead. The medical examiner did not rule this a suicide, but listed it as best classified as undetermined because it could just be the alcohol and the pills as an overdose, accidental overdose. Now, the responders documented the caller was intoxicated. They did not adequately assess the caller's use of alcohol or other drugs, failed to consider the caller's potential overdose risk, and failed to initiate an emergency dispatch the medical examiner found. Now, I don't think that means that the person's death is the fault of the VA crisis line, but was this handled properly? I think absolutely not. So in a letter Thursday to VA Secretary Robert Wilkie, Senator John Tester from Montana, who is the ranking member of the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee, said, this report is particularly disturbing because the veteran spoke to 2 different VCL responders and reported suicidal ideation, a past suicide attempt. So he had a past suicide attempt, access to lethal means, the gun, and intoxication from alcohol and drugs. Despite these red flags, that's like every red flag in the book, the VCL responder neither Veterans Crisis Line responder requested emergency dispatch to check on a veteran. If this was an accidental death, then this person's life could have been saved by intervention. So once it was known that this person was on pills and taking lots of shots of whiskey, that should make you want to get that person to the hospital. Now I'm just talking to the audience right now. If you or someone you know is taking antidepressant pills, sleep aids, whatever, and chugging down booze to wash it down, that person needs immediate help. That is a deadly combination. We should know this. We should know this as having served in the military. The way that they dole out sleeping pills and the way that people take down alcohol, we should know the risks, okay? I know the risks. I know the risks very well. There should be no surprise. If you're popping Percocets or even 800 milligram Tylenols, Mobix, and chugging it with, 12 ounces of whiskey a night, that is not good. Your body's going to shut down. You're going to have organ failure. Acute. Like, you'll go into acute organ failure and you'll die there on the spot. So it seems negligent. Like, there should have been more intervention, obviously. I say obviously because obviously. And I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think that the VA is in some way at fault here? I don't know if that's what I think. The VA Crisis Line has responded to over 3 million calls, including several 100,000, I believe, maybe around 100,000 dispatches for help. They've helped a lot of people. I don't know. I don't think that it's their fault, but there was an opportunity there that was missed to save a life. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button up in the corner here and check out this next video. If you want, in the description down below, there's links where you can get ScuttleButt Show merch and find out how you can support the channel. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you guys very soon.